Hi everyone! Now that we know what an algebraic expression is and the different components of an algebraic expression, let's try and write our own based on this word problem. It says, Steve has X books. He gives 12 books to Liz. Write an expression demonstrating this situation. Well, the first thing I want to do is identify the different components of my expression. First, let's find out what the variable is. Well, looking at the first sentence, we see that Steve has X books. Since we don't know the number of books that Steve is starting with and the number of books that Steve has, this is our unknown value, which is being represented with the variable X. Next, I want to find what my numbers are going to be in this expression. Looking at the next sentence, I'm seeing the number 12. And since there are no other numbers, I know that 12 is going to be the only number that I'm going to need to include in my expression. Finally, I want to determine what my operator is going to be. Well, since this is a word problem, to determine the operator, we need to look at clues in the problem itself. Well, looking at this problem, we see that Steve gives 12 books to Liz. The word gives implies that Steve is losing these 12 books. So give can be represented using the subtraction operation. So now I have my variable, my number, and my operator. So let's go ahead and write the expression. I'm going to start off with my variable, x, because this is the number that Steve is starting with. Some x books that we don't know. Now, he's giving 12 books. So since he's losing 12, I'm going to put minus, and then the amount he's losing is 12. So this is going to be my final expression. So we can say that our variable is x, our operator is the minus sign, and finally our constant is 12. We know that 12 is our constant because this is the number that's not being multiplied by any other variable. Now, you might be wondering, so then what's our coefficient? Well, it's important to remember that any value that's being multiplied by 1 is just going to be itself. For example, if we look at the problem 7 times 1, this is just equal to 7 because any number being multiplied by 1 is equal to itself. So when we look at the variable x, we need to keep in mind that the exact same thing is happening. 1 times x is the same thing as x. So even though we don't include the coefficient 1 in our expression, it is implied that for this expression, the coefficient is going to be 1. To get more personalized tutoring and practice using online assessments, visit Prepaze.com. See you guys in my next video.